Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to learn more about Docker. Docker is a great tool for building any Windows-based application such as Angular, RESTful web application, microservices, anything that is available in today's market and which is hot and happening. Before we can dive into more useful concepts about Docker, let's get two things clear. One is Docker container and one is Docker image. So what is a Docker image? Docker image is a file that includes everything that is needed to run your application. That's what when you create a Docker image, it is created only once and the same image will be run on every possible environment in another developer machine, let it be a staging area or let it be a production. So now that we have the concept about a Docker image, so now let's come to what is a Docker container. Docker container is the running version of a Docker image. So now that we have basic concept of Docker under our belt, now let's move on to couple of basic Docker commands. So a very basic Docker command would be Docker version. So this shows you what is the latest version of Docker that is installed in your machine. If you want to know about Docker info, like how many containers you have created so far, and how many containers are running at this moment, what are paused, what are stopped, and all this information, then Docker info will be little helpful for you. Other than it, there are a lot of other commands which we will use in our day-to-day Docker when working with Docker on a daily basis. One of them would be Docker PS command. Docker PS command shows all the containers that is currently running in our machine. Since no container is running in my laptop at this moment, so you will only see the headers are appearing, but there is nothing under that. Now, if I want to see what are the containers that I ran in the past but not running right now, we can use Docker PS all. That will show us what are the containers that I ran in the past. There is another command which I will show you a little on that later on, which is very useful to clear up your Docker registry and clean up your computer at a regular interval so that your Docker registry don't get overwhelmed and your computer don't start to run very slow. So as you can see right now, this is one of the container that I ran 6 minutes back, but it is now terminated. That is why when we initially ran Docker PS command, it did not show up in the running container list. So now that we know about Docker PS command, let's learn more about Docker pull command. So if you go to Docker Hub, you will see there are a lot of images that is already built and available for us to pull and create our images on top of them. We will learn more about that in our later videos, but just to get you started, I will give you one example. Like if you want to run a Java application, you need to have Java OpenJDK image available in your Docker file. Otherwise, Java application will not run. So those images are already available in the Docker Hub and can be pulled to your container using the Docker pull command. Now the third command that we are going to visit is Docker build command. Docker build commands are used to build Docker images. We will use one Docker build command today, which is to build a jar file. So now let's try it. Docker build command. Docker build command looks something like this. We have to give it a Docker file because Docker file contains all the instruction that is needed to create the image. Now we are going to tag this image. This is a simple Docker Spring Boot application that I was working on. So we are going to use that as our sample in for this video. So I missed something. Docker build -f Dockerfile. Oh, I forgot to mention where the Docker file is located. So dot main specifies the Docker file is located in the latest directory. So now that we ran the command, Docker image has been built and it has been tagged successfully with Docker Spring Boot :latest. Now let's run this. For running, we have to use Docker run. Then we have to assign a port. Every Docker container, whatever application runs in the Docker container will be confined within the container. So if you want to expose that application through a port from the Docker container, then this is the command that needs to be used. Now let's use Docker Spring Boot. That is the name of our jar file. So you will see the application started running inside the Docker container. Now, if we go to another terminal and check the Docker PS list, you will see Docker Spring Boot container is right now running and it is just up for last 12 seconds. Now, if we want to stop this container, the command that we will use is Control+C. Control+C will stop the container. So now if we run docker ps command again, you will see that no longer none of the containers are running anymore. Now let's see another command that will be useful in a daily life. That will be Docker. So let's pull the list of Docker images. Yeah. So let's remove Docker rm command, remove the containers. Okay, so this is the container ID. We are going to remove this container using Docker rm command. Yeah. So now if I run the Docker command again, you will see there were two containers running before. We removed one. So right now there is only one container remained. So now we can remove a Docker image using rmi command. So let's use this image name to get it removed using the rmi command. So now the image has been untagged and removed. Now let's see another command, that would be Docker system prune command. This is the command that I was referring to you guys before. This command is used to purge the Docker registry. Like, since this is a severe command and it will remove all the images from your registry, this is giving us a warning and then asking us to confirm again. If we decide to go ahead with it and click on Y, all the containers, terminated containers, all the images that we had in our registry, all will be cleared. And see, it cleared around 18.83 MB space in my laptop. So just to go over all the basic commands that we used in Docker today, we use Docker ps command to list all the running images. We use Docker pull command to pull an image from Docker registry. We used Docker build command to build an image. Then we used Docker run command to run the image. Then we removed the image, removed a container using Docker rm. We removed an image using Docker rmi, and then we used Docker system prune to clear all the stopped done containers and images from our laptop. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's see in our next let's meet in our next video. If you want to know about any other commands or how any other command can be useful in your daily life, leave a comment below and we can discuss. Thanks for watching.